Welcome to another video, and I'm absolutely amazed how yesterday went, okay? From plus 31 in the pre-market to plus 4% only after the huge announcement that Richard Branson going to space, and we have the next test flight on the 11th of July. And I feel a little bit like the one meme, as you know, because I have posted also, on my Instagram, by the way, follow me on Instagram, these stories where I'm talking about the 30% up, and then it finished up 4%. And there's like huge theories out there, conspiracies, and thousands of reasons why this happened, okay? But today, I want to first dive in why short sellers had very less to do with it, and on the other side I want to talk about it, what I think was the top 3 reasons that happened to the stock of space yesterday. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, and follow me on Instagram, okay? I want to talk about first short sellers because there is a couple of, let's say, theories also on Reddit, okay? On Reddit you can see here, if anyone was wondering what happened today, biggest short attack I have seen in a very long time. This is a good headline, right? Everybody's clicking on that. Everybody's understanding, wow, what's going on, right? And then you scroll down and then you are actually shocked because you see 85.31% of all the volume was short yesterday, and everybody is like, oh my god, this is true, this is the answer, this is the short sellers are attacking Virgin Galactic specifically after this. It cannot be that the stock went up 40% up and then you are going just 4% up on a bigger announcement, even for some people's opinion. But that's actually not the case, okay? So here's the issue. This is by Fintel, and if you're going to the website of Fintel and then you are having exactly the same information, 85 short volume ratio, this means like 85% of all the volume yesterday was short, which is actually a problem with the calculation, okay? Here you can see 30 million shares was, or almost 31 million shares were short, which means that if you're having 85% of all the shares volume, then you would need to have a market volume of 36 million shares. Well, that's actually not true, because yesterday alone we had a volume of, let me see, what was the volume? 134 million shares. That means that this 30 million shares is not even, let me have the exact number. That would be 30 divided by 136. That would be 22% only, okay? So I really emphasize here, don't only look for the headlines, look what this really means and make your own calculation. People make mistakes. People love to put the, let's say, blame on people that they cannot control, that they think they have more power than they have, okay? In general, you can say that, a 22% short is not the lowest one, I agree, but it's not really a big number where you have big hedge funds and they are, fighting for every percent out there. That's actually not the case, okay? Not with 22%. That was the case with Tesla when there was short sold like 70%, right? The news, they tried to make negative news that the stock should go down, but there was not even negative news or anything else that the hedge funds could do in a big scale that could impact that yesterday, okay? There's another 3 reasons that we will dive in what I personally believe happened, and let's dive in. So the first reason is, well, summarized, monkey see, monkey do. What does it mean? In the last couple of 7 days, we had exactly a very similar scenario, okay? if we are going 1 week back, we have seen, let me show it to you in a bigger scale, that with the FAA commercial license, the stock went up 40%, okay? Something very similar what happened in the pre-market of yesterday, all right? What happens after that? Well, since Monday, the stock lost about, from the very highs to the very lows, about 23%. And people are saying, oh, all my gains are gone. So now we had the pre-market, and then when the market started, we were like pre-market 31, 30. And then when we entered the trading times, we had about 22. It started with 22. And since then, we went down. So I think the people just thought, okay, what happened the last time the stock went up so crazy, okay? The overall market was not so great neither. So the people said, okay, I'd rather take this 20% now and maybe re-enter, just before the flight or anything like that, okay? So I think that there's a lot of profit taking due to the fact that people saw what happened after the last big news, all right? So first reason, I think it was profit taking because they see what happened with the FAA approval gains that melted in no time, and they thought that will happen to the gains of the Richard Branson flight announcement as well, so they went out. This is reason number one. Let's jump into reason number two. Another reason why I believe there was pressure, sales pressure, not only after the FAA approval, but also the Richard Branson flight, was that we are currently selling $1 billion worth of shares. That's about 22 million shares to trade by Virgin Galactic to sell. And if you are having, let's say, $100 million and, let's say the traders are seeing that people, Virgin Galactic is selling 22 million shares, plus people are selling shares, then, the ratio between selling shares and buying shares can go to the negative, and then you get like a movement, okay? And this could happen, and is this really the reason? We only will know after they will launch a SEC filing where they say, hey, from our shelf offering of $1 billion, we actually sold them all, and this is an announcement that they have to do with the SEC. So this could come up in a couple of days, and they say, hey, in the last couple of days, we sold all our shares that we want to sell, and then we get an uptick. However, guys, whatever I'm saying now here about the selling, well, I still believe that Virgin Galactic is a great investment, even on those numbers. Now we have good news coming after good news. That the stock doesn't react is a freaking gift, guys, okay? Don't be mad. Don't be negative, because this is a gift. If a stock doesn't go up, you are still able to buy it for cheaper than it should be. I personally said in a video before that I believe with the Richard Branson flight, this stock is $100 stock. Okay, this means a market cap of $20 billion, which means it's still way less than a very overvalued top Nikola stock, for example. If you remember, there was a Nikola stock that had no revenue and was worth $30+ billion. So even 50% more where I'm coming from, saying space is worth $20 billion. Okay, so guys, that's a freaking gift, and I'm just buying more, and obviously I cannot say any financial advice. I'm buying more. If I'm not selling, I'm buying, guys. Okay, so this is it, and let's dive into the last reason. And the last part is really where I'm thinking it was great news, but something that the market and many people already expected. And that's always a problem, okay? If you don't have any expectation, you beat them, well, that's a freaking firework, okay? If you have expectations plus some rumors and it comes true, it can become a news selling event. Okay, what does it mean? So let's talk about the FAA commercial license. The FAA commercial license came out of the blue. Nobody thought that we get so fast this FAA commercial license. It was some way on the horizon, but maybe after another 2 test flights, right? So this news was like boom, and 40%, okay? Very, very well deserved. Then we had a little bit weak market. People thought, okay, we don't know when the next test flight is. Let's sell some, you know. And then we had Richard Branson flight announcement. We thought and we knew that there will be a next flight announcement any day now, which means that, okay, we knew there's test flight. There's rumors over the last couple of weeks already that Richard Branson is considering to go before Jeff who? And that together is a nice confirmation, but it's just, you know, it could be a sell the news story, like, oh, that's happening now, everything is true, now let's take the 40% or 30% or 20% and let's sell, and I'm going back in. Also options traders, they're saying, wow, I will take this, go home, and then invest another time just before the test flight, for example. So I think all of this summarized means the following. First, Virgin Galactic is on a fantastic path, okay? I mean, we are having great news. We went through the negative phase. It is every now and then in the trending of Reddit, of Wall Street bets. We are having fantastic developments over the next couple of days and very many upcoming great news and also great announcement. Richard Branson announced something big. Then also you can imagine that there is something that they build on. If they sell $1 billion worth of shares and have this cash for further development, we want to know what it is. And we think at the Q2, which will be sometime maybe beginning of August at the earnings, we shall knew what's really happening. And then, you know, it will be quick, okay? I don't think we can go much lower than 40. Rather, we go to the 50s. Maybe next week will be a good stock market week, you know, and people jumping on the cheap Virgin Galactic stock, and the stock, you know, will gain 10%, 15%, 5%, and so on and so forth. And then we see $60 before the test flight real quick, maybe even 65. And then after the successful test flight, obviously, you know, with this media attention, we should see like $70, $80. And this can, you know, bring the stock to 100 really quick. So I'm super excited. I'm not worried at all, you know. So this is what I'm doing. I hope you like this video. I hope you like the explanation. I am a fact guy rather than a conspiracy guy, so understand that, you know, every, let's say, fact that or statement, I try to provide some data with it. So, you know, this is what it is. So we are still one of the best performing stocks on the stock market in this year. So it's all very pains on a very high standard, okay? So I really love this community, this space community. Subscribe, guys, and check out the links below to get access to my exclusive Discord. You can get the YouTube membership by clicking the join button below all the videos, including this video, or you can get the X10 Masterclass, where you can get even more Excel files, how to find companies like that, and what I'm looking for and what you should looking for, and you get lifetime access to Discord. So 2 options, check them out. Thank you very much. Instagram, Twitter, follow me there as well. Very much content over there between videos, and I see you tomorrow.